east side, rack, south side, C12, 911, to the y'all see we still outside. Bond on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we private. Ghana boy stocks on the rise side, this flex living great. See, we want to rob nobody, we really want some starting. Translation, yam yam guy, yam yam yam. This feels so hard, I wonder how that's how you know we
Coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. This is teed up, and we are underway at AT&T Stadium. And carry over the back line of the touchback. Wins first play going right to the air. He gets it to Thomas. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 30. big test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Robinson will try to pick it up. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Thomas brings it in. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Robinson going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. 2nd down and goal. Wentz. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack. Taken down at the 2. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And this one quickly to Lamb. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Prescott now from the 50. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown? A 1st down carry by Elliott.
Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard, and he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 32 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Wentz now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
A final shot before half for Wentz. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. A short kick taken at the 18. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. That's 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
solid run on first down. Gain of 7, leaves it with a second and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards of first down, that fits the bill.
They stay on the ground this time to and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Left side to layup. And they get this across the midfield stripe, but still going to get short of first down. It's a completion for 6 yards. And it'll be fourth down.
So much of that offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job of limiting that and keeping it from the first down.
Stopped them in his tracks. First down before taken down at the 46. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of his shoelace, they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They run straight ahead here in Pollard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Jamin Davis will want to get up from his linebacker spot and make that play.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of long yardage in the first touchdown. And that trend is continuing here.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And they get this down to the 32-yard line. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Prescott from the gun. And he's going to take it out. And he's going to take it down just shy of the 35.
This time he gets it into his back. It's another nice play, another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So for the 36 now, first and 10.
But that run there may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I think the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. First down, and it's Pollard again. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Again, it's Elliott. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Dak. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson, but that's not going to help the cause as he stopped short of the 10. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the draw, it's Gibson. Room here to run. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Wentz to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Bulldozes past him. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Prescott. Open man is Noah Brown. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a give here to Pollard. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was...
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance it up again. So you know it's only right, that's how we eat. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Know when you riding like we riding with each other. Ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other. Ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital in FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Washington Commanders. The veteran Joey Sly set to get us started, and we are underway in our nation's capital from the 6. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. To throw, it's Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it is second and very short. Good starting running right there. Not some explosiveness, just got into the end zone. So now first and goal just yet. It's a second inches. Carr get it to Jacobs. This one's real wide open. There's your yards. Back to the 3-yard line. Defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Just a little short. Fourth down and a few inches. Nice job there. And putting it down. He'll try to run with the football. Johnson. And he's touchdown run. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback we saw score a touchdown? This is a throwback type of a game. The fullback used to be a primary ball carrier. Now he's a lead blocker. Nice to see him rewarded for all of his hard work.
And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. Boy, a little panic here early. The first quarter onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Wentz. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 42 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 8. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. A dump off here to Bolden. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Throwing on first down is Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Jacobs is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they're likely to force a field goal attempt.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Devontae Adams. And the Raiders have cut the lead back down to 2. Carr will look to throw. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in.
Let's go! He quit? Did he quit? Oh, he quit. Duh. Come on, we better run it out. Everybody run it out. Come on, we better run it out. Versus me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Maryland.
We got a night.
Matchup on tap between the New England Patriots and the Washington Commanders. There's still plenty to put this one in the air, and we are underway from FedEx Field.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it over the end zone. And hindsight probably should have taken it easy when he gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive.
He's got some room. He'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Good for 24 first.
That's outside that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
43 yards rushing for already. Terrific drive. It's a first down. Wentz now to throw. Now he'll deep outside. And
One of the kids up to
his very first throw of the game. Fortunate there, 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Wentz. Looking for the corner. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 9 yards and 10 short. So 3rd and less than a yard.
No, change the play, change the play.
Robinson will just make it no chances. He was mad and dropped on the line there. It's going to go for 4th down.
Circle.
On the move to his left. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Robinson is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Robinson. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Down the man inside, down the man.
They'll try to run with Gibson. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Go. Black, come on.
They'll go. It's Gibson. Oh, and I
think he went backward. He did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extras
looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. No score after one on EA Sports. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Thomas.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throwing is Wentz. He's got it. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson from a yard out. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you... pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Jones and the Pats now with 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing Jones. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day one's here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, get it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it here, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day one's here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wait till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day one's here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. Brett Maher has this one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Go.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Wentz. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Wentz's throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Good. We're good.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 33. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. And they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it is not good. And this defense delivers a touchdown on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run. This is 6. Nice checking yards on first down. Opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go back to him, don't be exposed, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top. On 2nd down, once more. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right down the line of scrimmage. No getting out of the play there, so they're left with 3rd down and 6. They are needing 6 yards here if they don't move the chains. On 3rd down, it's good. Pressure gets to him, he will go down. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack. On 4th down, here's Brian Dinger to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that's going to end at the 3-yard line. Beauty. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal from that position. You're going to land inside the 15, inside the 5. They're able to get this forward for about 4. And that's frustrating for the defense because they get them down deep. And on the first drive, they give them a run that keeps the defense on schedule. Because 3 to 4 yards, that's what you're looking for. That's absolutely first down. That's what they're talking about all the time, being ahead of the chains, on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run. We're scoreless after 1. Bringing an extra defensive back. Now Wentz. And able to get it incomplete. to take their shot. It's going to target fourth down. Here's Tress his first push comes from deep in his own end zone. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Pretty rifle there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys take over position.
And then just the cowbell. And caught. Dang.
With a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Run.
26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. Maher able to put this one through, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've got to probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz. And his throw is incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now Wentz.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Wentz to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. From the 44, Wentz. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. Pushes past him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now Wentz. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown. Antonio Gibson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
It's taken to the 26. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Throwing on first is Wentz. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to go to this point. This is a great spot for them to go into attack mode. Really try to cut the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll get it down to the 43. Options to make Gibson again. And we're going inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Play action. It's Wentz. Buying time to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, here in this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a 1-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On 2nd and 7, Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Malik Hooker. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Elliott. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and goal, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. They'll run it with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys have taken a 4th quarter lead. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 25 on 2nd down, Prescott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Well, not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Throwing here, Prescott over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Here's Prescott. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Back to throw, Wentz. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Thomas brings it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now Prescott. That's Gallup on the slant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Oh, yeah. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a role like me. Military mind stated, and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mecca. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still reading God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Pac said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Going even though we know we we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're born to be high and always above what's beneath us. So every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto, need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto, need a black superhero.
I'm talking bulletproof kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through, with the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do, with the insight to be equal. No, the sky needed a voice that finds reason to multiply. People in the streets for the cause, marching on Washington miners, we'll be walking through walls.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our field in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Washington Commanders. The veteran Joey Sly set to get us started, and we are underway in our nation's capital.
I'm one, right?
Quickly to the air is Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
A give to Gibson running right. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He could see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
They'll run with Robinson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Robinson again, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Wentz.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Curtis Samuel, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. And connects quickly to Jamar Chase.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
11 empty, 11 empty.
Now Burrow on first down.
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush.
your energy. I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't greatest, mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, went instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You clout chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. You not my kind, I know kin to me. Heard you told my girl about all of them that's DMing me. Why they hogging up the recipe? Heard they talking like I can't let Ken Wallace get ahead of me. Know your heart full of jealousy. All that acting tough, damn, this must be a parody. Okay, 1-on-1 ain't no comparing me. Okay, wait, 2-on-2, that's like 4, they be sharing me. Okay, they working like the rent do. Rent got them doing, that's what I'm into. Yeah, if I'm in it, then I own it, not a rental. No, I've been plotting on the lamb and the Benz cool. Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we not the ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni again hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it.
Let's do it, Chad, let's do it. Let's pay Frillis, y'all. Frillis. See what you got. See what you got, chat. Let's see what he got. Turn me up, chat. Let's go.
We going crazy, we at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off of the jet and I cry. I win in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Chirac, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Uju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Commanders. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go, Chad. Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing his Wentz. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets his shot at 39. On first down,
That's a flag.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz.
Damn. Go back up. Go all the way back up. Oh, it's ugly. You said ugly?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wentz gonna throw.
Oh, shit.
Picked up by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 35, just shy of 30. From the 32 yard, first and 10. They stay there.
Let's go.
Forcing that calculation.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. Taking a shot at Sanders.
I had enough of it.
Excuse me?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. On 1st down, it's Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 22, Purdy over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Montez Sweat, his 2nd sack of the night. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Purdy looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Purdy on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down, as you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Purdy now to throw. They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. On 4th down, here's Purdy. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Wentz. That one caught by the tight end Bates. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Washington 1st down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th. Throwing is Wentz. That one is slant to McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of 1st downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Washington! Jahan Dotson, 45 yards. And the Commanders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Purdy. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. On 2nd and 9, Purdy. And his throw here is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. On second and very short. Purdy. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Purdy. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, we just got to do ball control. This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Wentz now on 1st down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So roughing the passer here, even though said passer wasn't a quarterback.
And this is a call, partner, I think you might see once a decade or so. But the officials know the rules better than anyone, and you have to know them when you're on the field. Anyone throwing the ball gets the same protection as a quarterback. So if he gets hit late, that's definitely going to draw a flag. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. And
for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead. Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, he brings it in off the deflection. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And some room to run now. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 35 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half. And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play. Slings this deep from McLaurin, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been two after they opted to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. And a lot of people look at them going for it on fourth down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because it went out and held them. Got the ball right back for them. So, nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And he finds McLaurin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. They fake the give. Now Wentz slings this deep from McLaurin. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A give running right, Gibson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really? Should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this. So many ways.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And off the option, he'll try and run with it. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, it's Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Purdy, and this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Purdy. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Purdy on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at the 34. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one over.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. Third and long, here's Howell. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Down, Howell, desperation time. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Purdy off the play fake. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Chase Young able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue this ball game?
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6. And that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And still just down one score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays, because it, of course, could have pushed this to a two-possession deficit for them. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Off-play action. It's Howell. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Howell. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. First down, Howell to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 109 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Niners on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Juwan Jennings, a 16-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Back to throw, Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 122 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Purdy. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They'll roll him out right, and he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. And Gold missed it. It's no good. Wide right for gold, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
On first down, Howell. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Oh, I think San Fran recovers. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Throwing on second and long. Purdy winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Fresh off that pick 6, here's Purdy. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Play action. Now Purdy. Sliding out of it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chase Young in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best.